back, but it was Zimbabwe who won the toss, and they chose to bat.
Whittle on strike. It's in the air. This is the first wicket. He's trying to pull it. It's in the air, into the sun, and taken. Well, Brad Hogg had to stand underneath that one for quite a long time. He had his dark glasses on, looking into the sun, but it was a bit of a lollipop for him. And so, straight away, Gillespie has struck with a bouncer.
He's had to pull it out, and he's got out. Again, not short enough for the pull shot. It's come onto him a lot quicker than he thought, and Craig Wishart has misjudged it off the under edge onto the stumps.
That's a lovely shot. No need to run for that. That's beautifully timed. Slightly over pitched from Brett Lee, but Andy Flower didn't smash it through the covers. He almost just eased it through the covers.
It's in the air, but Gonfal's lucky. He's got that fine.
Starts with a no ball. He's coming, there's a mix-up here. There's a mix-up at the bowler's end. Magnificent throw from Adam Gilchrist. Well, there was two there. Andy Flower called a two. McGrath was the original fieldsman down at deep backward square leg. He fired the throw into Gilchrist, who had 22 yards to throw the stumps down, and he hit middle. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. That is the flipper from Brad Hogg, and he's gone right through Andy Flower. Well, that is a wonderful piece of bowling.
Don't bother about that. That's out in the street almost. Oh, that's with the other one. Into the practice nets on the offside of the ground. 50 for Andy Blignaut. What a magnificent innings.
It's Brett Lee to him round the wicket. Full toss, and oh, what a catch! What an unbelievable catch! Brett Lee has taken a miracle catch. Andy Bicknell has hit that full toss back at him like a rocket. His reactions are incredible. Caught and bowled Brett Lee. That brings an end to a fantastic innings.
A lot put into that action by Brett Lee. In his follow-through, he's barely taken 2 strides. The ball's come rocketing back at him. And what reactions? What reactions to get that ball? He's come straight at him. Had he missed it, it would have hit him between the eyes. But he's got a magnificent catch. Looked surprised to catch it, actually.
2 fine half-centuries from the Andes. Flower and Blignaut saw Zimbabwe reach an impressive 246 for 9 from their 50 overs. Brad Hogg was the pick of the Australian attack with 3 for 46, and there were 2 wickets each for Lee and McGrath. Gilchrist and Hayden, the opening batsmen, were both aware that a good start was essential. 247 was the target.
Streak to Gilchrist. Straight away, slightly over pitches. And as we said earlier with the Zimbabwe innings, if you want to play your shots, play straight. That's where the short boundaries are, and maximum benefit. Lovely start for Gilchrist.
That's good. Just short of the boundary rope. End of the over, 86 for no wicket.
And he's dropped it. Full toss, straight back to the bowler. First ball, and well, I think it perhaps just came back at him a little quicker than he expected. But it's definitely another chance down. That's 2 now.
Taking a really innocuous ball. Doesn't get down to it in time.
In the air, and that one he's got. That's out. Oh yes, Hayden just leaning back as if to say, oh no, how could I do this?
Oh, would you believe it? Gilchrist can't. He laid his ears back on that. It was so short. that Gilchrist had to wait and wait and wait for it. And he has hit it straight down mid-wicket throat. That was loose. Full toss on leg stump. It got precisely what it deserved.
Yes, he's got him. He's got him caught and bowled. So Ricky Ponting has paid the penalty here for becoming a little restless. Closed the face on that one. He does get out caught and bowled a lot. Just closed the face on it, and a little bit of spin there resulted in going straight back to the bowler. That's a big one for Zimbabwe.
Oh, that's right through. It may well be the boundary as well. It will. Well, it certainly wasn't where Damien Martin wanted the ball to go, but he got the result he was after, and the 200's up.
It's have to go. That's good running. Very good running. 50 for Darren Lehmann. For Damien Martin, so that's 2 on the trot for him, 1 against Holland the other day at Potchefstroom, and now here today against Zimbabwe. And I think that is the game. Darren Lehmann has pulled that away behind square leg. The Australians have won by 7 wickets. It's a good win.
I think the bowlers bowled really well early, and then look, the Zimbabweans played wonderfully well in the last 10 overs there to post a very competitive total. So yeah, we're relieved to get the 4 points.
There were positive contributions from all 5 Australian batsmen, and though there were just 15 balls to spare when they won, they had cruised to victory. Ponting's side now sat proudly at the top of Pool A, their 100% record still intact. Australia returned to Potchefstroom for what was expected to be a routine match. Their opposition, Namibia, had yet to record a victory in the tournament and looked pretty unlikely to trouble the champions. Jason Gillespie was troubled by injury, so Andy Bickle came in again. And it was an ominous sign for Namibia when Ricky Ponting won the toss for the first time in 5 attempts and chose to bat. Well, despite the early loss of Adam Gilchrist, the Australian batsman settled quickly, and Matthew Hayden brought up the 100 in the 19th over. He was finally out for 88. That, along with a quick-fire 59 from Andrew Symonds, saw the Australians well past the 250 mark as the last over began. Brad Hogg showed a bit of form too, but what soon followed was Darren Lehmann smashing his way into the World Cup record books. Facing the bowling of Rudy van Vuuren, the left-hander hit an amazing 28 runs off the final over. One boundary followed another as the Namibian fielders simply stood and stared at the ball flying past them to the boundary. The unfortunate bowler, Mr. Van Vuuren, couldn't quite believe it, but it was getting worse. Lehmann was in quite fantastic form, and umpire Billy Bowden was following him with his weird signalling. That one off the edge, but it raced away to the boundary rope. There's the umpire Billy Bowden. Lehmann then decided to step up a gear, clubbing Van Vuuren's 4th delivery high over the rope and into the crowd. 6 more to the all-rounder. It was great stuff for the crowd, though. It was a visibly exhausted Van Vuuren now, and his worst nightmare continued as Lehmann again found the rope with the 5th delivery of the over. 22 so far, and 1 ball still to come. It was a full toss that gave Lehmann the chance to smash the final ball in the same direction. 28 off the over. This a new World Cup record, and Australia had made 301 for 6 off their 50 overs. Van Vuuren was left with the figures of 0 for 92 from 10. Darren Lehmann was left as the Australian hero, and didn't they all just love it? Yeah, that Australian total looked far too much for the Namibian batsman. Lehmann's 28 off the over eclipsed Brian Lara's previous World Cup record of 26 by 2 runs. The Namibian openers came to the crease knowing that they could expect no favours from the Australians, and indeed, that's exactly how it proved. The first wicket took just 4 balls. Glenn McGrath having Jan Berry Berger caught at second slip by the safe hands of Ricky Ponting. 5 for 1 then, Namibia. Having lost a second wicket, it didn't take long for them to lose their third. McGrath claiming his second victim, Morn Karg, caught at the wicket by Adam Gilchrist. In the next over, McGrath grabbed his third wicket, Brian Murgatroyd, leg before, for a duck. Namibia now way out of it at 17 for 4. And by the 9th over, half the team had gone. Dan Coulter went for 3, McGrath again the bowler, and Gilchrist once more, the catcher. The old firm doing the trick, 28 for 5 the score. This was nothing more than a net for the Australians. Louis Berger then followed his younger brother Jan back to the pavilion. McGrath's 5th victim it was, and Namibia was struggling to compete at all at 34 for 6. Gilchrist then took a fine diving catch to dismiss the Namibian captain Dion Kotze. McGrath's 6th victim and Gilchrist's 4th catch. Wicket number 7 duly arrived 3 balls later. Bjorn Kotze clean bowled. That truly was a castling. McGrath had returned the best bowling analysis in World Cup history. A phenomenal 7 for 15. Not good for the Namibian fans, and at 45 for 8, they really had seen the last of their side's runs. Gilchrist again did the trick. 2 more catches off the bowling of Andy Bickle. All out then for 45. The Namibians, Australia, easy winners. And Gilchrist had taken a World Cup best of 6 catches. There it is, number 6 for this remarkable all-round cricketer.
The Australian team's been playing well, and we'll just go out there, continue the good form, and hopefully take it right through to the World Cup final.
Just 45 then for the hapless Namibians. They truly were torn apart by the bowling of Glenn McGrath, who's one of the all-time greats. 4 out of 4 for the Australians, as those bowlers convince everybody of their outstanding form. They're assured, it seems, of a place in the Super Sixes, and next up it's a case of the oldest enemy. The atmosphere inside St George's Park down in Port Elizabeth was electric for the clash between the Ashes rivals. Australia were aware that England needed a win to keep their World Cup hopes alive. Ricky Ponting's men could relax, safe in the knowledge that they were already through to the Super 6 stage of the tournament.
We've got some really good momentum going at the moment. We haven't really been tested in our last few games, but we probably will be today, so we're looking forward to a big challenge.
No changes for the Australians from the team that thrashed Namibia. England won the toss, though, and they chose to bat.
That's offline and nicely played, tucked away. Simons is after it. This is a fast outfield. That one goes to the boundary as well. So, 4 boundaries for England already.
Oh, that's beautifully hit. This time it's in front of square, and the 50 comes up in very nice fashion. That's a lovely shot.
That's very straightforward. There's no doubt about that at all. Damien Martin in that wide slip position, just had a dive away to his left, but he always had that catch under control. Beautifully bowled. That is a fine delivery from Andy Bickle. Wonderful bowling from Andy Bickle. This has changed the game round entirely. There goes another one. This is a real purple patch for the Australians.
That's a biggie. That is halfway up the bleachers in that big open stand.
That's straight up in the air. Adam Gilchrist, the keeper's called for it, as he should. And this time Fiddles has to go. And Bickle's got 5 wickets, and that's brilliantly bowled. Oh, straight through him. Well, new ball or old ball, doesn't matter to Andrew Bickle. He's got it straight. Alex Stewart tried to go over the top, and he's lost his middle stump. And now Andrew Bickle has his best career figures, 6 wickets for Bickle.
This is 7th wicket. 9.1 overs, no maiden, 7 for 18 now, Andy Bickle's figures.
Well, it wasn't an easy pitch, but it wasn't much of a total either. England had been completely undone by the bowling of Andy Bickle. Those are the second best bowling figures in World Cup history, of course following Glenn McGrath's just the other day.
I think I've always managed to be able to swing the ball at certain times, and these conditions over here obviously are helping me at the moment. So hopefully the conditions stay the same, and I can keep continuing with success.
The target for Australia then, a pretty achievable 205. You would have thought.
Glorious shot from Adam Gilchrist. Forget the edge from the ball before. That was completely emphatic. It's 15 without loss. That's high in the air. That has not been hit cleanly. Should be out, and it's taken. That's Ashley Giles. Well, England certainly needed the wicket. Andy Carrick has played a part in it, but I think the man most responsible is the batsman himself, Matthew Hayden. Up and over and straight to third man. Michael Vaughan has taken the catch at the second attempt.
It's 2 for 33 and Gilchrist gone for 22.
He's got him. Carrick strikes for the 3rd time. Damien Martin shaking his head, has got to go.
This one's up in the air as well. I think that might be Vaughan down there again. This time he's got it no problem at all. Carrick's got 4. Australia are 48 for 4. And England are right back in the match.
Oh, he's got him. That's a great catch. Cotton bowled beautifully done by Giles. Well, I've got to say, in these conditions, not a very clever shot from Simons. Oh, he's hit that, and that's gone all the way. Oh, that's a magnificent shot. Boy, did he time that one. With the spin, way over the top, and a fieldsman back there as well.
Well, there's got to be a call for the 3rd umpire there. That was brilliantly fielded. The big thing about it was the fielder got rid of it so quickly.
It's Craig White. Stewart thinks he's out. What's it going to be? He's on his way.
That's it, that's a big hit. It's 6. That's a big, big 6. Has hit the top of the sideboard. Andy Bickle has just had a swing at that. It's in the right area. He swung, and it is flown away. That's nicely placed as well. Andy Caddick's gonna beat him. That's 4. Andy Bickle punches the air. As far as he's concerned, that's the game won. That's it. Michael Bevan hits the full toss through mid-wicket, and he steered Australia home yet again.
Yeah, that was a fabulous match and an outstanding win for the Australians. Andy Bickle was the man of the match, but never forget Michael Bevan, the master manipulator of a one-day run chase.
Some people say I leave it a little bit too close sometimes. Today was a little bit tougher because I thought we lost about 2 or 3 quick wickets in a patch there, and I just had to up the ante a bit. But, I mean, you can't do it with our guys like big hit and runs like that. I mean, that was an awesome display, and it was a great game for him.
Well, Bevan completed 500 one-day international runs against England during that innings, and what an innings it was. The win meant that England's chances of progressing were out of their hands. Australia had won the game by 2 wickets, and that's how the Super 6 table looked. Everything depending on a game in Zimbabwe against Pakistan for England. The Australians went into the Super Sixes with a 100% record, but without pace bowler Jason Gillespie. He had taken 8 wickets, but had to return home to Australia with strained tendons. His replacement in the squad was Nathan Bracken from New South Wales. There was only one change from the thrilling win over England. Medium pacer Harvey back in the side, and a rare failure with the bat against England meant that Andy Simons sat this one out.
Oh, there he goes again. The fieldsman's slow to get onto that one. Gilchrist didn't really hit it. Bilara Fernando is in that position at mid-wicket, and it beat him.
Oh, that's a lovely shot. A couple of paces down the pitch, made it into a full toss and pummeled it down the ground. The 50's up, 53 without loss after 8. This time he uses his feet. That's good batting. That's a lovely shot. And we talked about him getting back to the short ball. On this occasion, he uses his feet. There was a noise there, maybe 2 noises. Sri Lankan certainly thinks so, and he's given him. Billy Bowden's taken a long time. Well, there were certainly 2 noises. Here's what Snicko tells us. Now, I think that's ball past the bat, and that's the thud of the ball on the pad.
Go and fetch it, but don't get in the road of it.
Full toss, and that's gone a long way. It's gone over the first lot of seats on the grass and into the temporary stand.